Welcome back to our deep dive. Today, we're really getting into it, stripping back the layers of maybe the most complex thing we know, your own brain. Our mission really is to figure out what makes you tick. Your thoughts, feelings, memories, how you move.
Exactly. And the material we've looked at, it doesn't just list functions. It gives us a peek into the actual, well, the architecture, how information flows, how signals get sent. It's quite amazing.
It really is. So let's start big picture. It seems impossibly complex, but scientists do break it down into main parts, right?
Yeah.
What are they and what do they sort of do?
Yeah, broadly speaking, we can think of three main areas. First, you got the cerebrum. That's the
Mm.
largest part, the one you usually picture, with all the
There's
wrinkles.
the two
The
halves.
two hemispheres, yes.
Yeah.
And this is where the higher level stuff happens. Thinking, learning, uh, memory, speech, your emotions. That wrinkly outer layer, the cerebral cortex, is key.
Okay.
Then, tucked away at the back, lower down, is the cerebellum. It might look small, but it's crucial for coordination.
Ah, like balance, movement.
Exactly. Balance, posture, making your movements smooth and coordinated. Think walking, writing, playing sports. That's the cerebellum working hard.
Got it. And the third part.
That's the brainstem. It's like the stalk connecting the cerebrum and cerebellum down to the spinal cord. This is, well, fundamental. It controls the vital automatic things keeping you alive.
Like breathing, heart rate.
Breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, even sleep cycles. Really basic life-sustaining functions.
Wow. So this division of labor handles everything from abstract thought right down to just breathing without thinking about it.
Pretty much, yeah.
But how do these parts actually communicate? You mentioned this incredible network, something like, what, 86 billion neurons?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Right. The communication is where it gets really fascinating.
Yep.
It's all about these nerve cells, the neurons. When a neuron gets enough signals, it fires off an electrical pulse called an action potential.
An electrical signal. Okay.
This zap travels down the neuron's long fiber, the axon. But here's the cool part. When it reaches the end, it doesn't just jump electrically to the next cell.
No. What happens?
It triggers the release of chemicals, tiny messenger molecules called neurotransmitters.
Ah, chemicals. Okay.
These chemicals get released into this microscopic gap, it's called a synapse, between the first neuron and the next one.
A gap.
A tiny gap, yeah. The neurotransmitters float across it and then latch onto receptors on the next neuron. And that triggers a new electrical signal in the second neuron.
So it's this constant electrical to electrical relay.
Exactly. Happening billions, trillions of times a second across all those synapses. That's the basis for, well, everything. Every thought, feeling, action you have.
That speed, that scale. It's kind of mind-boggling to think it's happening inside us constantly.
It really is. And I know that leads us to another incredible feature. The brain isn't fixed. It can actually change.
Change? How so?
We call it brain plasticity or neuroplasticity. It means the brain is adaptable. The connections between neurons aren't set in stone. They can get stronger, weaker, or even new ones can form based on what you do and experience.
So wait, when I learn something new, like, say, trying to learn guitar.
Perfect example. As you practice, your brain is physically changing. It's forming new connections between neurons involved in finger movements, hearing chords, reading music, or strengthening the connections that already exist. And the opposite is true, too. Connections you don't use much can weaken over time. It's like use it or lose it at a microscopic level.
So this plasticity, it's how we learn and remember things.
Yes, absolutely. Learning, memory formation, even recovering function after some types of brain injury rely heavily on this ability of the brain to reorganize itself. It's constantly adapting.
That's really powerful. It means our experiences, our actions, they're literally sculpting our brain structure day by day.
Precisely. From these distinct parts doing their jobs to the incredibly fast communication network and then this amazing capacity to adapt and change, the brain is just, well, extraordinary.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Since your brain is constantly changing based on what you experience, what new connections are you forming right now? What skill are you learning? Or what idea are you grappling with that's literally reshaping your brain in this moment? Something to keep exploring.